Hi everyone. So the reason for this video and the trip up to Ventimiglia is simply because tomorrow morning I managed to find a ridiculously cheap flight from Nice over to Sardinia, where my parents are celebrating the 40th anniversary at the moment. I was basically trying to come up with the best kind of route that would incorporate all the things I wanted to do in Italy, and this one just seemed to work perfect. My plan is to stay in Ventimiglia tonight, and in the morning I'm going to head through to Nice on the train, and I fly from Nice a little bit late that morning, so yeah, it's all go. It's 2.5 hours from Genoa up to Ventimiglia, close to the French border, and yeah, we're going to have a wander around Ventimiglia. So that was actually the end of the line, the last stop on that train, all the way through from Genoa Brignoli through to Ventimiglia. As you can see, there's two operators, there's SNCF and Trenitalia, and I have to book through SNCF tomorrow. Even though my journey starts in Italy, I've got to book through that. It's a French provider. So yeah, farewell Trenitalia. It's been, you were spot on, and I'll be back. So I'm just going to head to the bed and breakfast just now. Yeah, I'll dump my bags and sort things out for tomorrow, and then I'll be back. So what do you think? Nice little room for the night. Bed looks good. It looks firm. Oh, it's one of those ones that you sink into. But it's nice though. What's the view looking like? Partial sea view, I guess. Puddle view. But yeah, there's some nice vistas up there. I'll be needing this, really. And then, hey, that's alright. That's very nice. This place was a lot cheaper than the place I stayed in Sestri Levante as well. I think location might have a big part to play in that. But yeah, that's very nice. Not much really else to show you other than that, but home for the night. So I've just found out there's an old town in Ventimiglia, which I'm a sucker for an old town, and yeah, it's not too far away from here. I'm gonna have a walk up there. Apparently it's got really nice views, and then the town itself is really stunning, and then I'm gonna go down to the beach. I'm not gonna have a swim just because I'm flying tomorrow and I don't want everything getting wet in my bag. I've only got one, the carry-on bag. I know I'll be gutted that I can't, but I'll save it for the next part of the trip where I can swim every day for one. So yeah, I'm just gonna head up to the old town. The little communal area at the B&B, pretty nice. No way, is that Dave Bautista? The weirdest mural I've ever seen. Transformers and Dave Bautista. I love it. Some little bits said, I think he was saying help yourself, I'm pretty sure. It's bed and breakfast, but I'll be leaving super early, so I might be able to take some with me in the morning before I go. So I walked in from the station earlier, and I went through what I guess you'd call the new town, and it was nice, but now that I found out there's a separate section up here in Old Town, I'd much rather go visit that. As mentioned, I don't have a load of time, so I'd rather use it wisely. But yeah, I think it's the Alta, that's what it's translated to, Ventimiglia Alta. The Alta. But yeah, the most impressive part were these views as I walked in. So a little fact for you, that Ventimiglia is the last border town before France. We're actually only 10 kilometres here from France. So, exactly. Bistro down there, that could be an option. And then, I mean, look at that for a building. Wow. So this has caught my eye. But I have the feeling there's going to be something impressive at the top of it. Or am I just going to look stupid? Oh yes, yes. Look at that. Wow. And I'll have a walk down to that harbour later on. I'll have a little walk down there, and there's a beach just to the left. Just down there. But yeah, if my geography serves me right, that metropolis over there, I think that's Monaco, which we'll be passing on the train tomorrow. I think there was an option to actually transfer in Monaco for like 20 minutes. It's probably not even worth doing it because I won't be able to see much at all, and it was like much earlier than the other train I was going to get. But I mean, what a view. And when I was walking up here, I think I spotted the old town down here. I did mention there was a cathedral here as well that was worth seeing. No idea where I'm going, to be honest, just having a wander. So I did read, if you like your botanical gardens, I did read there's the Hanbury Botanical Gardens, which is just outside the city. It's supposed to be a really, really good one. It's about 6,000 different plant species. So I've been walking around for a little while now. I think I've seen two viable food options. I think I'm going to go with the one at the top with the view. It looked pretty nice. Said it was a pizzeria, but I didn't really look. I didn't go over and look at the menu, but I think I'm just going to go with it. Getting too hungry now. So I went for tagliatelle with salmon. I don't know why. Could have had pizza. A cultured choice. That little pigeon is keen. He's already just tried to fly up onto the table. Well, it was nice, but me, it took a while. I was waiting about 40 minutes for it. That's long, isn't it? But no, it wasn't even that busy though. Like, there was about 7 tables. Maybe they were just short staffed. And it was really nice as well, that's the thing. I genuinely enjoyed it. I just didn't fancy pizza, knowing that I'm flying tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to work my way down to the harbour down there and then go along to the beach, and I'll probably end it there. But I've been impressed with Ventimiglia, it's really nice. I wonder if Ventimiglia is to the French what Carlisle is to the Scots. We tripped into Ventimiglia. He knocked me a quid off though. It came to 21 and he just said 20 is okay. 20-25 minutes of my time is worth €1. I'm only messing. Walking along that road and see it down there, there's no way to get down, so I had to come back past the hotel, and then there's a little path, hoping this is it, but we'll see. And that's that walkway out onto the harbour. Oh, again, this country smells beautiful. If it's not the plants, it's the food. If it's not the food, it's the sea air. It always smells nice. Oh, that smells so strong. Don't know if anyone in the comments can tell me what this is, but my god, it smells amazing. It's really herby. Champagne and caviar. Is that a Real Housewives boat? Meg will like that reference. So yeah, there's a nice walkway that goes all the way along. Just walking to the end of it, see if you can actually get down. Don't know if you can. I don't think life at sea would be for me. I've been seasick twice. I was having to keep my head upright and look up. If I'd have looked down, I'd have probably thrown up everywhere. I never felt anything like it. When I went from Tallinn over to Helsinki, when I was a lot younger, I just thought I was hungover, that's why I felt sick. But no, it happened again in New Zealand, coming through the Cook Strait. That was the infamous quote that Meg heard, where she was in a cubicle and there was a woman next to her, and someone was frantically smashing on the woman next to her cubicle door, and her response was, "You'll have to wait, it's coming out of both ends." It was carnage. There's people throwing up everywhere. It's like they don't want people to get down to this harbour. It's like keep the peasants away. Make it as difficult as possible for them to get to. And literally it's like fenced off now. What the hell are you supposed to get down there? Rose Garden. Oh, it's locked, but wow. I have really fond memories of when we were at Queenstown. Meg loved going to the Rose Gardens there. I have to give you a proper tour. Oh wow, I do love those like pink and peach ones. Pretty special. Apologies for the folks that are wanting football content watching this video. Come on, you got to admit, it's pretty impressive. Oh, nice. There's a staircase, even if that's not working. Yes. It's crazy. Well, we made it. Try to keep us out, but we made it. It's really nice down here. Quite a few food choices down here as well. I'll be honest, these ones look a little out of my price range for this trip anyway. I'm not going to go to a gourmet restaurant on my own. Seems like a waste of money. I want to share that experience with someone. But I guess if you got the money, why not? So, last stop now. This is going to be the beach that we passed on the way here. I'm just going to end it on there. My favourite part of that harbour? The Rose Garden. But you know what, when it's all said and done, maybe the reason my food was so late was so that I could witness this sunset. That's pretty nice, isn't it? That's totally worth 20 minutes of your time. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'd definitely go back to both Sestri Levante and Ventimiglia. Two great locations that might just be less busy than all the other places. I might be a bit more appreciative of your custom. Sometimes it's good just to take a punt on somewhere that looks kind of cool on a map. That's pretty much all I did. It's been a long day, a lot of walking, had an amazing day. I've loved Liguria, an amazing region in Italy, and I'll definitely be back. I'm going to shut up now, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.